Greetings, it's Intuitive Jakob, and I'm back to do a reading on love and relationships. It's going to be a 6-card reading with this spread that I'm going to explain, and we're breaking them down by tribe. So check your sun, your moon, your rising, and whatever delegations you prefer. We'll also be doing a Romance Angels card in addition to this spread with the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, and I might even pull out the Sibilas to take a look at weird things if they pop up during the reading and we want a little more information. The 6 cards that we'll be reading will go in this fashion. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First card is going to be their story. So it's like what they're telling you or not telling you, what's going around. The second card is going to cover their thinking. So what they're really thinking about may or may not have anything to do with you. That's a good truth card there. Third card is their feelings. If you're looking to figure out how they're actually feeling about you in the deep down, this is the card that's going to tell it to us. Fourth is going to give us an idea of how they're acting, because some of them are walking a way that's different than the way they're talking and thinking, and that's a good way to figure out what's going on there. Number 5 is going to be outside influences. So who are their influencers? What's going on that's influencing the way they're behaving? And the 6th and final card is going to be what's happening over the fortnight, because it's like the book of things that happen in 2 sevens, you know, what the 7th sign is. It's that Z where we zipped up time into static reality, and boom, that's how they're going to be acting during that period of time. So I'll give it a 2 strong period. It could be the 2 weeks ahead of us that sort of flip-flop and intertangle, because that's really how free-flowing energy works and what a lot of people haven't been explaining to you. So hope you enjoy the readings. If you would like one with just your energy, hit me up at artoflove.me. I would love to take a look with just your personal information. And thank you for subscribing to this channel. I really appreciate those of you that hit me with a thumbs up and subscribe and leave a comment if you'd like. I always love to hear what you're saying and what's going on with your thought process in the readings. All right, we'll catch you on the inside of your reading. Hey Pisces, how you doing? I am scrubbing the energy all around us. I'm doing some root work here. I'm going to talk to you about the energetic hygiene and some of these friends that I've brought forward for this reading to balance some things. You had some messages coming out here, and I was hearing something weird about the song Creep by Radiohead that some of you all know. There's a version that Bebel Gilberto did that's beautiful, blows me away, but I was hearing some weird story around that song, and my Sibilas were talking a lot, and that's why I've got these just taking some poison energy out where we don't agree together to engage karma anymore, because this is where we're just figuring out where the energy went, where somebody might have been trying to hook their hand in there and just taking more than you were willing to really put up with further. And so I'm hearing a lot of y'all already cut that stuff off, especially if it has to deal with some weird shit going around the paternity of a child, because I was just seeing that coming off of here and needing to let you guys know that I burned that energy off real fast, and that at 0 point, people are not going to get away with hurting children anywhere ever. So, some of you all are leaving different relationships for different reasons, and others are like just trying to figure out what the heck's going on with some of the energies around you with different people in relationships that might matter to you and kind of not get stuck. And so I like to use these boji stones here for help. This is the masculine energy, that's the feminine energy, and we're just balancing the polarities of energies here, so that we have the highest witness. I've got the selenite wand with me to help me not see anything I don't need to see and still get you the messages. And I also like to balance it with this indigo gabbro. It's a really calming stone for that. But I have shuffled these quite a bit, and I might speed up this part here where I'm shuffling this deck of cards, and I probably won't say anything unless something pops up. Oh, that'll work. So 4 of Pentacles. I'm hearing family secrets, something that is definitely coming up. And for some of you all, just knowing that you need to save some type of details to yourself, maybe money, but figuring out what was worth preserving at this time is kind of what's showing up for some of you all. Here for some of you all, you might have some letter coming to you with some details in it that you're going to want to make sure you read clearly, and that don't skip over the details. I was just seeing somebody like getting their glasses in a glass of brandy and just hearing, maybe wait on the brandy, read it first, save the brandy. Okay. Let's see here, Pisces. Let's see what's showing up facing us. So we've got an Emperor showing up in reverse. That's the deck that's facing me, and I'm hearing for somebody this has to do with end of life plans, and it's like formalities with paperwork. Maybe that's what I was seeing with the person wanting to drink the brandy and read the documents. I'm hearing, just read the documents and save the brandy first, you know? We're still under the auspices of Mercury in retrograde, where we are being metal swept and particle wrapped in a roundup that FEMA gets much better now at 0 Point Witness, where we prove what the real wealth is and it didn't get wrapped up like Santa Claus. And some of you are just dealing with somebody that's maybe not worth dealing with, because the Emperor has new clothes, and maybe she the bitch in red wanted to change her head, and there's some weird Sagittarius influence on this one for somebody. But I'm also hearing just like hold off on the drinks until you know what you're reading there, you know. But we've got Temperance here showing up in reverse here, and that Queen of Wands was under this one here, and so I'm hearing what somebody looks like on the outside might not be like what looks like in your face. And so, okay. Sometimes the Emperor is some person of Aries, very strong Aries imprint. And when they're upside down like this, that is just somebody that is like, you don't want them anywhere near you. You can be very devious, deceptive, and just wrong ass tactic. And I'm hearing it's like big cover up right there, and it's like what 1, 2, 3 cats I'm hearing, and somebody that shows up sunshine, but might be a little bit more like wrapped up like that, because I'm hearing some of you all, you know, this might be a female person that plays the part perfectly, has the clothes perfectly, and maybe even the mysterious pen to match it. So let's see what's going on, because some of you all are just like, you've had it with this person and you just needed to see what the act was all about. And we're just going to take some poison out of that one while we're taking a look at these other cards. Because how is this person playing out story-wise? This is their story card. We've got a 5 of Cups in reverse. I'm hearing, well, something in May, maybe, what happened. But I'm also hearing about what they left behind and what they were willing to do after that loss to reach for these other cups. I'm hearing those cups might not even have been theirs. It's just like, here, put these there, is what I'm hearing. For somebody, that's going to make sense. Here, put these there. But that's a lot of watery energy, and it's sad energy when it's like this. And I'm hearing for some of you all, this is just like what they left behind, and so they turn their back. I'm hearing cut losses, and here, put these cups there. This is what I heard. So you might be dealing with somebody who's really bossy, is what I'm hearing. So let's see what they're really thinking. Actually, I'm going to go through these all and not just break them down one at a time, or I'll be here forever. I'm going to be able to do that. So let me go ahead and flip them over, and we'll just know that that's the story around them right now. Five of Cups reverse, and more stories might come up, other ones. All right, so what they're really thinking. Hierophant reversed. How they really feel about you deep down. Judgment, upright. How they're acting. Page of Pentacles reversed. Back up, baby. Page of Pentacles reversed. What their outside influences are. Seven of Cups reversed. What's happening over the fortnight with them? Nine of Pentacles upright. So, different things happening here. I'm hearing some of you all have a little birdie that's been sending you messages. Maybe kind of on the fly, like checking up on you. And I'm hearing that this message that I'm getting through right now is something that whoever that little birdie is, especially if it's like your neighbor or a friend, will be able to corroborate some stories for you, especially if this person is either really strong Aries or Taurus, maybe a combo in their chart somewhere. So got a lot of stubborn energy showing up, and 2 5s that are flipped, so it's like somebody insisting that things go their way or it doesn't happen. That's what I'm hearing. It's like, no, I got my hand on that, and no, it's happening this way, and just being very dogmatic about everything and getting away with it. Especially if somebody might be in like an impaired state. I'm hearing it's like how they kind of get their hand on it, you know? And it's a mixed message for some people because how people feel and what people are thinking sometimes will put them at cross purposes where they'll act out very immature, which is kind of what I'm seeing here. And it's like what they might have on their mind is like what they're entitled to, even though it's not really theirs, because this is a card of formalities. This is deeds, contracts, things that are signed, legal, marriage certificates, and this way it's like either pending or it's not there. And then we have this, how they feel about you deep down inside. It's like, you know, hearing the call, knowing what they can do, and I'm hearing it's like, you know, these people are coming up from the dead. And maybe knowing, having the judgment about whatever the situation is. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like knowing that how they judge the situation is everything, because it either puts them on the outside where they're going to look very, very bad for what they were getting away with signing and getting praised for. And I only say that because how they're acting here is very childish. This is somebody that would make money at the expense of another person in a way that was less than couth. And I'm hearing it's like, how many people get involved and how it might look. It might look like a save here, but when somebody's underwriting it to see what else they can take, it's a childish way to do that, especially if it has to do with legal stuff and maybe like somebody's house and finances and what they get away with in a week. When people are actually kept weak instead of made strong, you know? So how they're really feeling deep down inside is maybe like now witnessing the moral conundrum of having executed on such a plan where, since they weren't maybe formally listed one way but the other, they could get away with an arm's length clause. And I'm hearing in some cases, if this was like a legal thing, you've got like people that have been watching for this reason that might be like coming out, especially if you have like a neighbor or a friend around that kind of can see the writing on the wall and like how things go, what stays, what gets erased, what a little bird might know when they come and check on stuff. Especially if, you know, these outside influences are proving that it's like, with these 7 cups upside down, it's like somebody whose house is not in order, they just have like all these hopes and dreams and wishes, and it's like they're all over the place. And what somebody might be willing to do, now I'm hearing it's kind of like embezzling, like getting caught embezzling, and like some weird moral clause about what the housekeeper knows. That's all that I heard, okay? Specific messages for somebody, but what's happening over this fortnight is, I think it's pretty good, because in some cases I'm hearing it's like that person will not be able to handle being there any longer because they will be removed, because everything is protected. I'm hearing they might not be in a bad shape either. You know, they're set up somewhere else, and especially if you find out that they made their money somewhere that they shouldn't have. And I'm hearing for somebody else. I mean, this is literally like, this is going to result in some kind of like eviction and like being taken away somewhere where I'm hearing it's like a nice institution is what I'm hearing. And wow. So some of you all may have dodged a real big bullet with this person. And I'm hearing they might be like borderline. It's like they might be seen as like borderline, and they're actually telling me that they were asked to leave a certain detail out about their family because they might have been attempting to formalize something with you. And I don't know, if it's like something about how they either would inherit money or something in their family that was some sort of secret is all I'm hearing. I'm not going to push on that one too hard. Let's look at some of the other stories too, because that can't be for all of you, Pisces. There's a lot of legal stuff that was showing up around this one for me though, and just knowing that there is a judgment of overseers. It's like I'm just seeing a lot of people that have like judicious powers, even though this isn't in like, I'm not seeing any court cards like that, but I'm seeing like high court witness on like what's going on with somebody. So just know everything is protected here. So what else we're seeing? All right, so some of you didn't realize that there might be like a divorcee that's interested, or like a good possible suitor in the area. So I'm hearing this is like something new for some of you that don't have any karma with this person. And they're showing me it's like a neighborhood watch. It's like I'm seeing like, it's like people looking around the neighborhood and like just making sure that people are being informed. And I'm just seeing somebody here that maybe had like a live-in partner that they weren't married to, that became a friend, that became more of a get out of my house please person somewhat recently. And they're kind of like spiritual is the thing. They're like always thinking about spiritual stuff, and they've been taken advantage of a bit. And so I'm hearing that it's like just having people there that want to get invested in your life just because of what they can take, and kind of leaving you feeling like this, like emotionally void, but that's just what they've left in the past, and that they're kind of like onto some sort of spiritual path, something that's really creative for them. And how they really feel about you, I'm hearing it's like you might not have met this person yet. Some of you all is what I'm hearing. And I'm hearing that the Judgment card is there because it's like you're going to like recognize each other, like, hi, have we met before? Like something is going to be like that. And that this is kind of more like that awakening that's going to happen there. And that it's more like this person is calling in and holding space for the same kind of energy that you've been calling in and holding space for. So it's like water meeting at its own level. And that this person might also have some kind of profession as a healer, or be coming out of some process where they're just doing a lot of healing and maybe not even realizing how much whatever their spiritual path is, especially if it's like not some cut and dry cookie cutter, you know, here's your religion, and by the way, here's the book of spells that we bound you to it with and conjured you in there forever as sort of stuff, you know, but somebody that's more in the flow of what's actually happening right now. I'm hearing that person, maybe, because this is how they're acting, is like, I'm hearing they might have some study that they're picking back up, is the way they're explaining it to me, where it's like, they're just like student of everything. Because this is somebody that's like good at investing, even though they might be young. It's like whatever they invest their time and energy in, it blooms and they really focus hard. And I'm hearing this person might kind of look not their age too. They're just saying that they're coming through some stuff that it might have felt like a divorce. That I'm hearing it was like a phony divorce though, because the person wasn't even really like their partner and ended up just wanting money all the time. And that it was like grieving that process and like figuring out what their books are, because I hear it's like different things that they're getting back to doing, because that's really how they make their money too. It's like, and they make their wealth by sharing what they study, and it's really artistic. And they might have, if that's indicative of what their signs could be, they might belong to the earth tribes and have like Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn somewhere in their natal constitution. But I'm hearing that this person here, you know, outside influences are coming to terms right now. Like they're like going through a cycle is what it is. And it might have been the recent 7 years. I'm getting a real big strong on like 5 to 7 years here. But it's like everything that they've thought their world was made of has gone through its own cycle of like, wow, I must have been deluded about that, to like now be all the way back around where it's like, wow, maybe I was deluded thinking that this ever went away, and now I'm picking up these studies again, you know, or getting ready to do this thing I didn't think I would go back to doing. And I'm just seeing them kind of like almost like regressing, but not in a bad way. It's like a life review where they're going back to maybe a more tangible way to experience those things that were elusive and only like in their mind. And it might have a lot to do with the way they meditate, because I'm hearing it's somebody that might be really spiritual too. So there's cups cards here too. So if this is not their spiritual practice that's being reevaluated or whatever they're doing with it, it's speaking to the water in their chart that's being influenced in these ways. And so I feel like some of it has to do with downsizing is what I'm hearing, and getting rid of things that it's like, what are all these trophies and trinkets and things that are around me that I don't need or want, and where can I put them? And so I'm seeing somebody just like walking away from some stuff and just trying to figure out how to compartmentalize and like kind of downsize, but not really, because this person here is like just being clean. I just see her going around cleaning her house, doing very nice cleaning, clearing rituals. As far as I can tell, this looks like an energy hygienist. And if this is what's happening over the FORTNITE, this period, this is somebody that's just building more stability and grooming in their home, and probably making really good use of what Mercury retrograde really offers us during the eclipse season, when the energies are being refined and removing the particles that are metallically charged with the magnetosphere of the gigantic magnet that Mercury is on one intention of inception, where things can stack and materialize lovingly. And you might have somebody incredible like that in your midst right now, Pisces. So, way to go on that. I'm going to get you a Romance Angels card, because I'm feeling pretty good about those there. Let's see what the Romance Angels oracles want to tell us for you, Pisces. Oh, I'm also hearing that this person might have like some kind of thing with Virgo in their chart, or like keeping Virgo habits. That 9's really standing out there. But that could also be Taurus or Capricorn with a suit like that. Okay, let's see what the Romance Angels say. Look at that. Separation. So, Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. I'm hearing for some of y'all that is the confirmation on that first story. Bless you, baby. I'm hearing good riddance, especially if it's that like phony baloney that needed to be asked to leave. So let's go on that one. I'm gonna get you another one too, because some of y'all might have something else coming too, and I feel like you're gonna get two here, Pisces, because we did have two distinct stories. How about that one right there? Let go of control issues. Okay, I'm kind of liking this. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. That sounds really good, and this is what I'm hearing some of you are going to need anyway, because of the amount of distrust that you might have because of having witnessed how either somebody was like playing you or like trying to get their hands on your finances in some weird like roundabout way where they just figured out how to, you know, get their hand in there, you know, and really get the claws on it. And so I'm hearing it's like something, because they're showing me like $700 here, and they're showing me $900 here is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing it's like a $900 to $1,800 discrepancy for some of you all. And so some of you are letting that shit go and like realizing there's something better all around you, and just to let it unfold, because you are being protected, and no matter what anybody thinks, that's like the neighborhood watch going on, and it's like on the energy level too, so nobody's getting away with anything. And I see you also being the one that's protected here and having that information come back to you and also be somewhat magnified or corroborated by somebody local, Pisces. So no, nobody's going to get away with anything bad on you, and if they tried, wrong time to do it, because we're getting rid of karma quick. All right, look, I love you guys, girls, others. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your comments in the description box below. Appreciate your thumbs ups and when you subscribe. And if you would like one with just your energy, hit me up at artoflove.me, and I can do them with just your personal information. So I don't hear from you. Take care. God bless, and we'll catch you again when we're back for another one. Bye for now.
Promise that you'll catch me.